Today is a day when we have many brave family members coming to visit us. Like the Robies, we have another brave family with us today, the Nappis. If I could have them stand up, there they are. We have Dr. Dawn Nappi and her husband Joseph Nappi who have come up. They've been meeting with many of us in this chamber today. The Nappis suffered again, a terrible tragedy, one that we would not wish upon anyone. They lost their daughter Angelica in 2008 at the hands of a driver driving without a license, driving with a suspended license. And they are up here and they are advocating and meeting with everyone, both in this chamber and in the other chamber, to also push for change, for the better. I have nothing but admiration for them. Dr. Nappi, her perseverance, and Mr. Nappi, they've been incredible what they've endured over the past several years, wishing and hoping that they could get their legislation through and they could get the change so that no other family would have to suffer the tragedy they did. I commend them for their perseverance, and we will continue to work together, and I know they've met with many members here to do the same. So if we could welcome them, I think we have other members that would also like to say a few words as well. Thank you.
Certainly. On the same subject, Mr. Graf.
I, too, would like to welcome Dawn Nappi and Joseph Nappi to the chamber. You know, they lost their daughter at 14 years old in 2008, and they turned that pain and anguish into advocacy. And they've been through the halls of Albany, and they've contacted many of our offices. And they're focused on making sure that other parents and other family members don't suffer the grief that they've gone through over these years. So they've been dedicated to make sure that they've dedicated themselves to make sure that this would never happen again. They've proposed legislation, and they've lobbied many of us to sign on and to pass this legislation. I can only hope that we can do it soon. And I want to thank them for coming to the chamber and visiting me in my office and calling my office. I'm fortunate because they live in the same town that I do, and they're in my district. So with that, keep up the good work, keep fighting hard, and hopefully someday this will become a reality.
Ms. Malliotakis on the same topic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I recently had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Nappi in my Brooklyn office, and they've told me their story, and it is one that is very heartbreaking. And we as legislators need to make sure that we do the right thing in this chamber. There's no reason why an individual who is driving with a suspended license, multiple times suspended license, receives almost no jail time for the murder of an individual with that vehicle. And I know there's been a lot of talk about vehicular safety. The mayor in our city has an initiative, and I think that this is certainly a legislation that we can support as a bipartisan group. And so I want to thank them for coming up, for being vocal, being aggressive, and working with as many legislators, whoever will speak to them about this issue. And I think it's something that we really can all get behind, regardless of what our party affiliation is. This is about doing the right thing and protecting people and punishing those who do not abide by the law. Thank you so much for coming. It's a pleasure to see you. And Mrs. Nappi, Dr. Nappi, I look forward to meeting you because we have not met previously. Thank you so much for coming up to Albany and seeing us.
On behalf of Mr. Murry, Mr. Graf, Ms. Malliotakis, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome this courageous family here to the New York State Assembly. We commit to you the privileges of the floor. We appreciate that effort and time you have taken to come and spread and share your story with us. I hope you and wish you well. Thank you very much.